Hey, what is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Blogs with Boilon Friday. And this week has been fairly exciting, I guess you could say. We've had the Lady Deathstrike event, of course, that I activated yesterday at the store reset time. I've had a couple of videos put out about that. We've also had a interesting tweet about the upcoming characters for next patch, so we're going to talk about that today alongside the blog post. We've also had a kit reveal for Dormammu. I'm not too sure if we're going to have a ton of time to talk about that in today's video, but there's still a lot more to come. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Alright, and so before we go anywhere, I want to draw your guys' attention to this tweet. Actually, it was on Twitter and Facebook and all that, wherever, Marvel Strike Force puts their social media stuff out. And we got another silhouette, whatever you want to call it, the silhouettes of the new characters coming. And obviously, we have Dormammu's icon here in the corner, and that was because we had a interview and kit release via Reminex. So thank you to him, of course. And if you want to catch that video, do check it out on his channel because he goes through the entire kit for Dormammu. I don't know if it's in the blog post. I'm recording this actually before we get to the blog post, so I'm not sure if it's going to show up there or not. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of time to actually discuss the kit in its entirety. There is a lot there. It is like PhD level reading to the max. The passive has something like 11 bullet points, so we're probably going to need a separate video to talk about this and what I think about him. That being said, he is going to be coming in Dark Dimension 5, of course, next patch. Very likely to be released next patch with Dark Dimension 5. But that doesn't mean that you're actually going to get to unlock him, because it's going to take a long time. Hell, I don't even think I have one teal gear item worth of gear for my characters, so it's going to be a very long slog, and we don't even know what the requirements are, as of me, in this section anyways, unless it's going to be in the blog post what the requirements for Dark Dimension 5 are. So we don't know any of that yet. So all of that to come, and realistically, how long did it take people to unlock Doom? Probably a lot of months after it came out. So Doom was like November of last year, and honestly, I think it took 4 or 5 months before even the average player completed it. So maybe a little bit longer. But we want to here to talk about the two characters who are going to be coming for next patch. We can see the silhouettes here, and we can see the nameplate icons. We can also see the color of their character, if that matters at all. So we have a green background for this character here, and a sort of goldish background for this character here. You can also see, if you zoom in close enough, you can see the nameplates are actually pretty small. They're actually like on the level of Cloak in terms of the size of the nameplate, even a little bit smaller than Dagger, I think. So it seems like we're gonna get like a 5, 6, 6-letter character coming, and there's a few choices I think that they're gonna be. Honestly, I don't care too much about the Eternals, which is what a lot of people are suggesting that this is going to be. When it comes to the Eternals, I don't actually know too much about them in detail, other than that we're getting the movie next month. Actually, I think it's in about 2 weeks that the movies are coming out. However, there are a couple of characters that I think that this could be, and we're going to start off with the first choice, and that's going to be basically Angelina Jolie from the movie. This is Athena, from what I understand, and this character here, now she is blonde, and I don't know if the photos really do it justice at all. I don't know if there's any better ones. This is the Marvel wiki for that, and she's quite regal, of course, but I don't know, based on the length of the hair, but it's also a green background, so it looks like it's someone with longish hair, but does the green background matter? Maybe, because that might actually do with the color of their costume. You can see that Sharon Carter has a little bit of green on her jacket here, and she has a green background. Multiple Man, Polaris, Moondragon. These are all obvious green backgrounds. So the only other choice that I would think is Cersei, aka Gemma Chan, who played Minerva in the Captain Marvel movie. This is Cersei here. So this is a 5-letter name as well, and this is a very short nameplate that could possibly be coming. And she was fairly prominent in the trailers of the movie. That's what I was kind of thinking of in terms of the characters that would be coming, were the kind of the prominence or the main characters in the movie based on what we've seen in some of the trailers, or what I've seen in some of the trailers so far. Again, I have no predictions in terms of what kind of characters that these are going to be. I honestly know almost nothing about the Eternals, so let me know in the comments down below who you think is going to be, what you think they're going to be. I think that they're probably going to be Cosmic Bio. That's what I'm assuming is going to be the case. Now, whether or not that's a raid team or an arena team or both, or I have no idea. Honestly, for once, I actually don't have that many predictions or suggestions, because I'm just not that bothered by the Eternals. I don't know enough about them to really make these predictions, and so I assume that they're going to be really good characters, but what they end up doing... And what's interesting, though, is that a lot of people suggested that Eternals would be a full team. We're only getting 2 characters, so maybe that means that they're going to be a 2-patch release cycle. We're going to get 2 now, and maybe 2 more later, or 3 more later, or whatever they end up doing. The second character here with the gold background, I'm assuming, now I don't know this for certain, I think it's going to be Akaris. Now, he is the guy with the laser beam eyes in the trailer, aka this guy, aka Robb Stark from Game of Thrones, which I figured out, you know, it's been so long since Game of Thrones that I couldn't actually remember who he was. But yeah, I think that's who it is. I couldn't really think of anything else, and he was very prominent in the trailers as well for the movie. So I kind of assume, you know, Marvel Strike Force likes to take a lot of characters from the movies that are important, especially these ones who are, I think, playing a very heavy role in the movie. Or they could go a Minerva, you know, because I never expected Minerva to come to the game when she did in Captain Marvel because she was such a side character. Who knows? Maybe one of these characters here are a side character. But based on just the brief appearance, the background colors, I'm assuming that this is, you know, I'm gonna think Cersei and Akaris. This could be, like I said, Thena and Akaris, but the green suggests that it's probably gonna be Cersei. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about that and who you think it might be, and we'll see if any of these predictions come true when it comes time to the patch. So without further ado, of course, let's jump on over to the blog post. Alright, and well, here is the blog post, and of course, we do have the Lord of Darkness, Dormammu, on the front cover of that, so no surprise there. Let's see what kind of information that this blog post has for us, and hopefully we do get the information on Sharon Carter's farm date, or farm location and farm date as well, because she is the last character of the Secret Avengers to be made farmable for the Omega Red Legendary event. So, Strike's interdimensional sensors have picked up another opening to the Dark Dimension. This time, there's a powerful entity at its center ready to step onto Nexus Earth. Read on for a full report on this Dark Dimension and the figure at its helm, and you'll have a chance at recruiting. We've also got intel on another Secret Avenger on the move, repeating legendary, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Dark Dimension 5. Requirements. Here we go, guys. Here we go, everyone. It is expected to be released sometime in the next major update, version 5.8. Requirements. Oh boy, okay. So... okay, all Dark Dimension 5 nodes require a full team of 5 characters, so you'll eventually need 20 characters in order to complete it. So not 4, but 5, because I believe for Dark Dimension 4, you need a minimum of 4 in the particular lanes. This is the order in which the nodes will require specific traits. Missions 1 to 3, no restrictions, any 5 gear tier 16 characters. 4 to 6, city, legendary excluded. 7 to 9, global, cosmic. Okay, so... I'm actually really surprised they decided to go with the exact same requirements as Dark Dimension 3 and 4. With the exception of the Legendary, of course. I am very surprised. So, they're actually going somewhat backwards, actually. A city's going first, and then Global, and then Cosmic. Instead of Global, Cosmic City. Does this matter? Not really, but this means that you're probably going to want to start with building your city characters first before anything else. And I guess because you need a full team of 5, that I guess it makes sense for your first 5 just to be city characters so that you're going to use them both in missions 1 through 3 and then 4 through 6. So that's kind of interesting. A lot of people left characters for city to last, whereas now we're probably going to have to consider them first. First winner rewards. As with previous chapters of Dark Dimension, there will be a big celebration. We've made some improvements and clarifications from 4, so please read the details carefully. All choices made by the winner regarding the rewards. Okay, so if you guys remember, the Dark Dimension 4 rewards, we had a Ghost and Cull Obsidian that were chosen as part of like champion orbs that you could choose. I believe it was 100 shards. You could choose completely, you know, 50-50. A lot of people did Ghost because of the Jubilee legendary event that was coming around for Pimtech. All choices made by the winner regarding the rewards below must be submitted and agreed upon within 7 business days of completion, or the choices will be made by the dev team. I'm not in this, top 10 inner circle, so I don't really know what this means in terms of the, the grand scheme of things. The winner will personally receive a swag bag of physical items related to Marvel Strike Force, handpicked by the dev team. Oh, Lord. A promotion to 7 red stars of an eligible character of their choice. Limitations apply. This cannot include to characters that do not have 7 red stars, like Ultron, Doctor Doom, and Dormammu. So does this mean that we won't be getting a 7 red Doctor Doom at all, ever? No dark credits even. The character must have been released and available to unlock prior to version 5.8. I don't know what I just said there. The latest character eligible is Omega Red. That's kind of boring, because it's going to take a long time for people to actually complete this. The player's name representative of their personal profile immortalized in an in-game environment. Now, I think there was a lot of problems when it came to the winner of Dark Dimension 4 because of the name chosen. I know they changed it around a lot and ended up, you know, changing it to like something like Screw Scopely or Fix Scopely or, you know, something like that. So... The name will be decided in conjunction with the dev team, and a choice must be made within 7 business days of the winner completing Dark Dimension 5. If the player is unresponsive or uncertain of a decision, the dev team will choose the appropriate name. I feel like they're really covering their ass this time around. The name must be appropriate for in-game use and should represent the player, not a third party or a general statement. This is like the Fix Scopely or Fix MSF stuff. The general player base will receive. The winner will get to choose 2 characters, non-legendary, to let individual players decide which of them to receive shards for. There will be 2 different orbs. Okay, so a lot of this is like the champion orbs. They actually pulled that as an example. Cull Obsidian and Ghost from Dark Dimension 4. Players will also get to choose one of the 2 characters to receive a 5 red star promotion for. Characters must be released prior to version 5.8. The latest character eligible is Lady Deathstrike, so you won't actually be able to do this for Omega Red. They'll let you... Oh, that's jank. They're not going to let you get a 5 red Omega Red. That's kind of dumb. A community poll to determine 3 blitzes that will be run based on the character and the Dark Dimension 5 winner used to complete on the nodes in the non-time run. 10 for 10 offers, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if any of this is important. So, you know, there's a lot here. Do we really care? Probably not, because none of us are realistically going to be having a chance at getting this. Anyways, let's move on to Dormammu. There's a lot here. His kit is here, and it's, I have to say, it's absolutely nuts. You know, I did take a look at the interview from Reminex, and it is very lengthy. The kit is very, very, very lengthy. And so I don't know if we're going to have time to talk about it. We're going to skip, actually, after Dormammu a little bit. We're going to go down to Sharon Carter, and then if we have time, we're going to talk about the kit really quickly. But honestly, I think it takes its own video, and I don't know if we're going to be doing that in today's video or not. I just don't think we'll have the time. So, the first completion of Dark Dimension 5 will grant, okay, a 5 gold star, 2 red. This is similar to Doom, it seems. 5 gold, 2 red Dormammu, and then the second time you're going to get a 7 gold, 4 red Dormammu. So, exactly the same as Dr. Doom. Yes, we're gonna skip ahead a little bit. And he had, look at this passive. It is insane. There's like something like 11 or 13 bullet points. It's crazy. We're going to jump ahead, though, to the character availability update. So, another Secret Avenger is setting up shop in a new location. Starting, you can find Sharon Carter in the Raid store on October 26th. So, that is going to be on Tuesday, not Wednesday, Tuesday. And that gives you about a week and a half to farm up Sharon Carter for Omega Red, because I kind of assume, even though it's not mentioned here, I'm surprised, actually, it's not mentioned here, that Omega Red, I thought his event was going to go live on Monday, November the 1st. But we don't have any official confirmation on that, so I would assume it might not be. It could be November the 8th, but I would have thought that if it is November the 1st, we would have had confirmation on that today, but it seems like we're not. Either way, get on to farming Sharon Carter if you need to get her to 5-star, because that's going to be really important for you to unlock Omega Red. Repeating legendary events, Invisible Woman, not that important there. We're not going to spend much time talking about that. Monday Blitz is Karnak, it looks like, and we have Cull Obsidian on Thursday. I actually don't have Cull Obsidian at 7-star, sorry. He is a War Store character and not worth buying with your War Store credits, but I will pick up some shards, I guess, from this Blitz. Okay, so we're about, I think we're about like 13, 14 minutes into this video. Maybe I'm wrong based on my timer here. I think I'm going to have to cut this off. I think that, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to talk about Dormammu's kit in this video. I'm going to actually be going away this weekend to spend some time with my family. So I do have some videos prepared over the weekend and into Monday. And I will... talk about Dormammu at a later time. I'm sure you guys can find another content creator who's going to talk at more detail about this. You guys can take a look at the kit for Dormammu yourself. It is long, it's nuts, but realistically, you know, none of us are going to be getting him anytime soon, so I don't know how much it matters for us to really go over this right now, because other than the few, you know, top people who might get him in the first 2 months, most of us are probably going to be like 6 months out or more before we even get a chance at Dormammu. So as crazy as this kit is, and I have to say it is absolutely insane, especially that passive, holy crap, bust out my magnifying glass, look at all of those bullet points. It's just nuts. We'll have another time to talk about this in more detail on my channel, but I think that we're kind of running quite long on this blog post video already, so I'm gonna have to cut this and do this on another video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Hope you guys get to farming Sharon Carter and doing more of the Lady Deathstrike event, which is live right now. And we'll have more to talk about when it comes to Dark Dimension 5 as well. I'm surprised that the requirements are basically the same as 3 and 4, other than it's mixed up that the city is going first. I don't know if that matters in the long term, but in terms of the characters that you'll need to consider for Dark Dimension 5 early on, it will be city first in this regard. So we'll have more time to talk about that next week. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Until next time and next video, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see y'all later. Boilon signing out.